Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to navigate to the funnels. So this is the page where you can go through all the different funnels that you've got in your account, okay? Let's see, these are duplicates, and so what I'm going to do, funnels have to kind of be built and attached to your account. It will show a bar, like a green progress bar. That's normal for it to take a few minutes. Just like refresh the page if you think it's been too long. If you've got more funnels than you want, because you can only have so many, you can, we are now inside this funnel, but all I'm going to show you at this moment is we're going to come up to the blue bar towards the right. We're going to hit settings, because let's say you're on an account where you can only have so many funnels. You can archive funnels and they don't count against your total. And all you need to do is scroll down a bit, maybe more than a bit, and you can archive that funnel. Hold on, I'll take a second. And once you refresh, now your total is down. Okay, so that's how you can archive a funnel. We're going to go back to the actual funnel. Okay, so let's go over the pieces of this funnel. This is more of a page and less of a true funnel. It only has two operating pieces. It'll have the page that we scrolled up, and then you may remember from the other video, it has the pop-up that tells you how to order. You can also, of course, actually, now that I don't have a promo going with the 5x5 face, I like to do very limited time promos so that my customers know they have to, there's a sense of urgency that is real and not like trumped up. If I say that something is limited time, then like the promo really does go away. I can always bring it back, but I will take it away. Now that there is not a promo on there, I may connect my actual company site to my version. But a funnel will usually have multiple steps. Opt-in to sales page, to one-time offer. There's a lot of different like techniques in there that you can play with. We are starting with a very, very simple, very streamlined product page funnel so that we can learn the pieces without getting overwhelmed. All right, so it says order page on there. That may be what it started out as. I basically stripped it down to nothing. It was a blank order page. I deleted like the two sections that were on there and started from scratch with it. All right, so let's go up to the top, and we're kind of over towards the left. And this is where it'll show you the name of it, which you can't change by like, you'll highlight it, but it won't let you change it. You change it in the settings. Copy to clipboard, go there, find things. Here's your funnel steps, and then usually there will be additional steps over in the left-hand panel. Here's your stats. So it'll tell you how much money you've made. Again, if you're network marketing, don't be surprised if it's 0 because you're not going to be tracking it here. But it will tell you how many page views you've had. How many are uniques. I think that's really valuable because I like to know, like that tells you if people are coming back. And people coming back is a very good sign. Opt-ins, that's for if you are trying to get people to give you their contact information in exchange for something valuable of some kind. And then that may or may not be relevant to you. All right. If you are on a page that has some kind of opt-in, then this is where you will view the contacts who have opted in. Now, if you've got a funnel, and let's say the first page is an opt-in, and then after that comes a sales page and then an order page, only the page that somebody opted in or purchased on or in some way like gave you the information or interacted with in a permanent way is going to be in the contacts for that. You'll have to go to the funnel step that they interacted with in order to locate those contacts. here's sales information. And then this is something you'll come to, I want to say often, but it's every time you set up a funnel, you'll use this page. This is the settings, not for the individual funnel steps, but for the entire funnel. Okay, so here is where you can change the name that you're seeing up in the left-hand corner. You can change it here. You can, if you have a ton of funnels, you can begin to group them using tags, but you can only have one tag per funnel. This is where you can change the path. This is the URL. So over here, after Lamar creates a domain for her business, she'll be able to select it. Like I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6. So I select which domain I want the funnel to be associated with, and then you create a path, and this particular path is for your entire funnel. It'll take people to the start of that funnel, but it's kind of like the overall URL. Jennifer, you just asked, can I use a domain you already own? Yes, as long as it's not being like you can't use it while something else is attached to it. Like say it used to be a Squarespace, you would have to detach it from Squarespace and then connect it to ClickFunnels before it would work. It can't, like, you probably already knew that, but I'm just answering the most basic way. For each piece in your funnel, there's 2 URLs, and they can't match or the whole thing breaks, right? They can't match. So you've got the overall funnel URL, and that's what this is showing because we are on the main settings page. And then if we were to navigate over away from the main funnel settings and to this individual funnel step, remind me when we get over there, when we go back, that there are 2 places where there is another URL. One is considered associated with the funnel step, and one is considered associated with the funnel page. Don't worry too much about the distinction. It just has to do with how the back end of how ClickFunnels works. You just want to make sure that they are not identical or it breaks. I found this out the hard way. I thought that I needed to like go and clean things up. So I started going in and making everything identical, and that's jacked it all up. So sometimes I just add a number, or what I'll usually do is reverse the order of the words. Either URL will direct people to that funnel step. So I don't know which one is more important. It doesn't really matter. What I do always do is for the starting page of any funnel, I will make sure that the URL, there is at least one that is very short and snappy and easy to remember, that people, if they hear it, they can navigate directly to it. Okay, favicon URL. These are tiny little icons that you can create. It's like your logo or a simplified version of your logo, something that people begin to associate with basically with your browser tab. And what you do is you'll take the URL to where that image is hosted, which will make sense as we continue. And you just put the URL right there and refresh it, and it will show up in the tab. It's very quick. Code, we will worry about that later. This is if you want to share your funnel. All right, and all the way down here is where we can save and update settings. All right, so that was all the way through the top bar is all. There's still publishing, products, automation, and the overview panel. Below the large blue bar is where we primarily will operate. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the screen recording I have going.